Good morning, y'all, and welcome back to Apron Strings. It's Saturday morning, and I'm not sure when this video will upload, but I'm going to make caramelized onions, and I'm going to can them. Now, I've watched several different people do it, and I've kind of adopted mine from their methods. And I've already used my mandolin and shredded 10 pounds of onions, maybe. That may be a 10-pound bag. I think it's a 5-pound bag. I think it's 10 pounds. I've got a few more to go. So I was going to show y'all the process on these last few that I'm going to cut on the mandolin, and then I'll get them cooking. And it's going to take a while, but y'all will see it all in just a jiffy so you can make use of them. Now, I use caramelized onions a whole lot in my cooking, but I do just an onion or two at a time. So I thought, I think I'm going to get a couple of 3 bags at Costco and go ahead and get me some in jars, and that way Jordan, when he's here, he wants caramelized onions on his sandwiches. He likes that caramelized onion grilled cheese. He likes his quesadillas. So I'm going to have them where I can just pop that jar open and put them on whatever we want to put them on. And I'm going to have quite a few, I think. I know they cook way down, but my big pot right here is up. It's over half full now, so we'll see how many I end up getting. But I'm going to get y'all over here where you can see my mess and what I'm doing, and then we'll get them cooking. Now, my mandolin comes with the protective thing that you use, and I use it sometimes, but today it's much quicker to use this no-cut glove that I ordered off of Amazon. It protects your hands if you hit the blade, and I'm just going to use my hand to do it because it makes it quicker for me. So this just slices them so nice. And I haven't used my mandolin a lot. I use it if I want to make pickled onions, and I'm going to show y'all that on a purple onion here for long. But this just makes pretty quick work of it. Gets them real thin. And when I get to the end, I don't like that piece with the heel on it anyway. I'll get the good onion off of there and throw the rest of it away. Then I'll put them in my pot, and I've got 2 more to go. So when I get them done, I'll show y'all the pot, show you what else I'm going to do. But I've got 2 more peeled here that I'm going to go ahead and do. Okay, I went out to my storage building and got my 18-quart roaster. I've got 3 sticks of butter in it. There's not a set amount for what to put, so I'm going to just do 3 right now. I'm going to put the onions that I have in there, and if I have room, I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of them. That will be, I bought 30 pounds, so I haven't used all of the last bag, so I'm going to see when I get my onions in here what kind of space I have, and I'll go from there. But let me step over here and get my onions, and I'll be putting them in there. I can't hold that pot up and do it, so I'm just going to use my clean hands. As long as my lid will go on here, I think I'm fine. And this is just the yellow onions that I got at Costco. It's not sweet Vidalia. I like Vidalia onions. They're my favorite. But the last few bags that I've bought, the centers of them are not good. So I guess it's just too late in the season to be buying Vidalia onions. Now after these go down some, I may add that other stick of butter, because the lady I watched put 4 sticks in hers. But I might just cut it up and have it in there, pooey. A lot of times y'all can find these roasters at garage sales, Goodwill. Mama dies, the kids don't know what to do with it, or you've bought it and don't ever use it. I must have had this one 20 years and I've used it twice, but it's here when I need it. I'm going to get the lid on it, and I'm just going to let it cook, and I'll bring y'all back in about 12 hours and show you what it looks like. And then I'll get busy jarring it up when they get the right color. Okay, y'all, I've got my canners on the stove, getting the water to a simmer that's in them. My jars are in the oven at 200 degrees, heating them. I've washed them in the dishwasher so they're clean and good. And on my table here, I've got my funnel for filling the jars and my ladle for filling them, my debubbler, my rag and my vinegar for wiping the rims, and I've got clean rings and lids ready. So I've got to step out into the sunroom and bring in my roaster with my caramelized onions in it, and I'll be right back and we will get started canning up some caramelized onions. I've got the water in my canners, and I have a water line, so I don't measure each time to see exactly how much I put in there. It's almost a gallon. And I'll bring y'all over here in a minute to show you what it looks like inside there, but right now, and I've got some vinegar in each one, I'm gonna start filling these jars, and it's gonna kind of be a slow process. Because I can't put this big thing over there on my... It's hard to get it with this spoon too. I need something to set that on. And I got too much in it. Can y'all see? I'm going to debubble. Got quite a bit of juice in there. That one more than I really want. So I'm sure that I need to get something that'll get some of the juice out. I have a spoon that'll do that. Just happen to have. It has holes on one side that drains the juice out. Let's see if that'll do better. My jars are not real hot. They hadn't been in the oven long. Yeah. I'm not going to make y'all watch me do all of them because I'm going to have a bunch, but I thought I would bring you along for the starting. And we'll put a little broth in there. I'm not putting any salt. Salt, whatever I need to when I get going with. Okay, let me wipe that rim down good. Ooh, that's kind of warm. There's not any oil in this. Yeah, there is. There's butter. That's right. So I have to be careful when I wipe it. I think I got. Okay, I'm going to take some out of this one and put it back in. Try to figure me out a system that makes it easier, and I'll bring y'all back in a minute. Okay, here's the color of my onions. I've got a lot of broth, and I will put that in a jar and can it or put it in the icebox to use later. And I've got 12 jars on the bottom and 12 on the top. They have to pressure at 10 pounds for 70 minutes. I'm going to get the lid on this one and let it start venting. It has to vent steam for 10 minutes. Then I'll put the weight on and let the pressure build. I do 11 pounds for safety. And I'll bring y'all back in a minute and show you what's going on. I've got another canner right here that I'm going to put the rest of it in. I got all the jars filled. I've got 24 in this one, 12 on each stack, and it is just reaching its temperature. It's got 1 degree to go and it'll be at 11. This one is starting to vent steam out, and when it vents a full flowing stream, I'll set my timer for 10 minutes, then I'll put the weight on it. I got 10 or 11 jars in this one, and part of them are the onion broth. So that was nearly 30 pounds of onions. They cooked down to nearly nothing, and I finally just improvised and started filling my jars with a spoon and dipping some juice on them. Next time I'm going to fix it where I have a table right over here next to the butcher block that I can just, because I didn't want to put my roaster over here because y'all couldn't see what I was doing. So I'll figure out something, because my daughter wants to can her a batch of them maybe next Friday, so I'll try to make it easier on us. But I'm real excited I'm going to have some caramelized onions to reach and grab if I need some extra flavor on something. So I'll let them go, and I'll bring y'all back when I take them out of the canner. They have to can at 10 pounds and I do 11 for 70 minutes. And then I can let them rest in the canner for a little bit, 5 minutes or so. And then I take them out and put them on a canning mat, which is a padded something to keep them from thermal shock from sitting down on the countertop. So we'll be back in a little bit and I'll show y'all what I've done. If you're new to canning, I want you to see what I mean by a steady stream of, see it going up right here? The steam coming out of the little valve there. You want to do that for 10 minutes before you put the weight on. That gets some of the air out of the canner and the jar. Okay, this one has done it 70 minutes and I've got the fire off and the gauge is going down. And this one has 20 minutes left, and I'll be getting the jars out of it, and I'll show y'all my treasures in a little bit. I've got my canning mat set up over here, and this was a gift from one of my subscribers. Isn't it pretty? It's very pretty. So I'm going to put my jars on it and be thankful that I have it, because it keeps it from setting flat down on the cabinet. Alright, got one off. Troy set it over here for me where I can get them out and not have to walk from the stove over here to the cabinet where my little thingy's at. I'm just waiting for the song that goes ping, ping, ping. This was the first canner that had the 22 in it, so we'll get all of them out first, and then I'll work on the other one. I done got two people wanting to. My friend Cindy wants to do her some, and my daughter wants to do a cooker. So I'll be doing some more of these for them with them. Well, Cindy will do hers probably at home, but April will come up here. She don't have a canner, but that's okay. When Mama's got it, you know, it's ours. She has canned green beans several times. They like green beans, and when we had an abundance in the garden, she would prep hers and get them ready and come up here and we'd can them. Man, I'm proud of these onions. I hope they all seal. I'm going to finish getting all of them out of both cookers, and then I'll be back and we'll talk a little bit. Okay, y'all, here's my jars. And I don't know, I think they've all sealed. There may be one or two back in the back that I can't see that's against the back of the cabinet, but all of these up front have sealed. So every time I hear a ping, I thank the good Lord, because I wanted them to all seal. That's a lot of work for stuff to not seal.